Start again. Can everyone hear me? I'll just unmute someone to say yes. Can you hear me now, Amanda?
Yes, I can.
Oh, awesome. All right, I'll start again. All right, welcome everyone to week 3 of Health Coach Academy. Obviously, no one could hear me. I had a few technical issues, so I've just got my computer up and running to start the call. So awesome, all good. So what I'm going to do is, I was just speaking to myself, obviously, for a while. So everyone's on the recording missed that I've probably recorded that bit of me speaking, but anyway, all good. So we're going to share our good news first, and I'll go down the list of who's on the call today, and then we'll get started on just a bit of feedback on like either their homework or whatever you want to speak about. So I'll start with Amanda, and I'll be able to hear you. Go ahead.
Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really great Easter. We had a fairly busy one doing stuff to the house, which was awesome. My good news is I've got another girl that's interested and pretty excited to start a program, so hopefully she'll be starting this week. And that's my little one saying good morning to everybody. Basically, that's pretty much my good news. I was pretty excited that she wants to join in. So, that's mine.
Amanda, was that from you contacting some more people on your COI or?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I talked to her about it a fair few months ago.
Yeah.
And pretty much when I first started my program, and she wasn't ready at that stage because she was still pregnant and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, she actually contacted me out of the blue, which was really, really good. And I forgot one of the others. I hadn't even contacted this lady, but she messaged me on Friday, I think it was, and she wanted to know my thoughts on Herbalife versus, I think it was OptiSlim or one of those ones.
Yeah.
So I gave her some info and stuff because she's going to her dietitian lady, and she's gonna, because she wants to change, so hopefully she'll be on board with me as well. I can't believe I nearly forgot her. But yeah, really, I've had a bit.
Awesome. So what you just spoke about then is comparing the two products. We're going to actually go through that today. So really on point with what you're doing. So that's fantastic. All right. So Cheryl's written. All right. Thank you, Amanda. And by the way, I actually did do an intro about Easter, but you just couldn't hear me. So everyone, hopefully you all had a great Easter. I know I had a great Easter and had an extended holiday. So this is what I had said, but no one could hear me because I was on mute. So yeah, I got to have an Easter break from Tuesday to Monday. So it was fantastic to be with my family for that long, and yeah, really great. All right, so Cheryl's written she's had a great Easter and ready to get fresh to get going in. I can't read. All good. So I think, Cheryl, you went camping, so you would have had a nice refreshing time. All right, so let's go on to Elizabeth. Some good news.
I had a good Easter with my dad and my family. Kept a little bit of exercise in there. Had no chocolates apart from the Herbie chocolates. So
good girl.
Very happy about that.
I was slack. I had lots of chocolates, but I kept up with my program still. All right. I'm just going to go on to Carly. Go in, Carly.
Hi guys, this is Carly from Cairns. Well, my good news is that I ate Easter eggs, but I still exercised every day over the long weekend. Thank you.
Awesome. And you had some other good news, Carly?
Yeah, I have one new client.
Yay! Awesome. All right. So, and Leslie's joined us too. All right. Come in, Leslie. Just some good news.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi. So my good news is that I've gone down in body fat, which is I had a great weekend with my family, and also accidentally did eat. I was intentionally just going to eat one hot chocolate cross bun, but then I ended up eating 4 and had to go from friends moment. But like the very next day, I reset myself and just put it in the past and got on with it. So yeah, I haven't done my homework as yet, so I have been a naughty girl. I am planning to do that tomorrow because I've got a sick boy today, so I know I won't be able to get it done today, but definitely tomorrow.
All good,
Thanks,
Leslie. Little bits at a time and you'll be right. All right, Sandy, come on in with some good news.
Hey guys, happy Easter for everybody. I hope you had a magical weekend. I know I did after I dealt with my vertigo, which wasn't really good news, but it was fun going on a spinning trip for a while. I actually did not eat any chocolate at all, except for yesterday morning. I ate one of those hot cross buns with chocolate in it, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But that's okay, no problems. I still lost 20 centimeters this weekend anyway, so yay for me.
Yay, Sandy. I wish I had so much control like you guys. I went all out, baby. Awesome work, guys. Yes. I ate chocolates, I ate hot cross buns, I ate everything you can think of. All good, back on track. That's how it is. All right, guys. So if anyone, well, hopefully a few of you's got to look at some of the social media booklets and some of the Learning Centre modules. I know for me, when I'm in the modules, I don't always want to load, and then I have to reset the whole computer almost for the next one to load. So I'm not sure about that. So I've only done 2 of those, but they're really great. Just a bit more knowledge than I'm aware of things, but till I've learned it I don't know, in writing, it's different. And hopefully everyone's had a chance to practice their story. So I'm just going to go through the list. And we'll start off with Amanda, if you've got anything you want to say about the homework or anything like that. If you've learnt anything extra from the social media book.
Okay, so I had a few issues with my computer. Because I had to download a new version of Internet Explorer or something. So anyway, my computer crashed. So I haven't actually I started doing one of the module thingies, but I haven't got back to doing any of them. But I want to do them because I want to print out the little certificate at the end. I reckon that'd be really cool.
Make you feel special, yeah.
Yeah. With the social media stuff, I've got an actual booklet that my coach gave me, so I had a bit of a glance at that, but yeah, haven't gotten right into it. But I have done my stories. Do you want to listen to them?
Yeah, if you want to repeat them, that's cool. Because we did a practice the other day, but you've obviously written it down now, and so you can say it clear. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so my 30-second one, or my quick one, is hello, Hayley. Before Herbalife, I was extremely tired, had bad eating habits, felt yuck all the time. Now I have amazing energy. I want to eat good. I'm feeling healthier and have lost 12 kilos and 40 centimeters off my entire body.
Wow. Awesome.
And then my longer one is, after having my baby, I expected the weight to just fall off, as I had seen with friends. This obviously did not happen. I felt horrible, although I love being a mum. Oh, hang on. Now my book's gone missing. Hang on. I'll start that one again. Okay. So, after having my baby, I expected the weight to just fall off, as I had seen with friends. And this didn't happen, and I felt horrible. Although I love being a mummy, I was very unhappy with myself. I had bad eating habits. Because I wasn't happy within, I was pretty much just eating my emotions. I have struggled most of my life with depression and anxiety, so thought that how I was feeling was just the normal for me. I was always feeling yuck and my tummy had a heavy feeling even when I tried to eat good. My energy Sorry, everybody. She needs to go to sleep and she won't. My energy levels were at an all-time low. Every time Bub slept, I did too. Oh, yeah, have this. Okay, there you go. Good girl. Yeah, so every time I put Bub down, I basically went for a sleep too. And then at night time, I was still so tired. I honestly felt that I was a bad mum and a bad partner. So now I have lost 12 kilos, 40 centimetres from my entire body. I have energy, although I still do get tired, like, you know, just doing day-to-day things, like everybody does get tired. But I don't feel that I have to have 2+ sleeps a day. As a family, we have cleaned up our eating. My partner still does naughty things like has chips and all that kind of stuff, but he's not on the program, so it's all good. But I've really cleaned up mine because, yeah, I want to show, like, I mean, Hayley's only 1, but I want to instill in her, you know, to have healthy food choices. I feel amazing and healthy. Although I still have, you know, mental health issues, I deal with things a lot better now. And I do feel that I'm a better mum and partner. I used to have like mini meltdowns like every couple of days. Now I'm lucky. Oh shit. Oops, sorry. Now I'm lucky to have one like once a week. So it's yeah, I'm really getting better there as well. So this is only the beginning of my journey, as the rest is coming. Because of the way I am feeling, I want to help as many people as I can to start feeling the best they can too. I love Herbalife, and I'm so grateful that it came into my life when it did. And
Awesome.
that's my story.
Great, Amanda. That's you've got a lot in there, which is awesome. The only thing I'll comment on is like if it's something's not necessarily necessary to say, probably don't say it. So like about your husband or something like that. Don't worry about those bits. Just like all the awesome bits. So other than that, it's fantastic. It's really relatable to a lot of mums, you know, that are at home, and some people don't realise that you're experiencing some sort of depressions and stuff. So it's great for other women to hear that as well. So fantastic, and great that you're open about it as well. So awesome, Amanda. All right, so Elizabeth, I've seen you've written a message there about the Learning Centre modules. I'll explain that to you later on. But how did you go with the rest of your homework? Practicing your story, etc., Elizabeth?
No, didn't really get too much. I had
Did you practice on anyone? Having that conversation with someone?
Myself?
Yeah. Was she listening?
Yeah, she was listening. This week's been a bit of a weird week. I've gone up to Ravenshoe to pick up my dad, and yeah, it's just I'm off track. But
that's all good.
Back on now.
Back on, yeah. So just write out your story, practice either speaking to yourself in the mirror, or if you've got family around that will listen to you. That's a great way to do it, because, you know, when you're running to someone that you don't really know and you want to tell them the story, it's like, obviously if you've practiced it, it'll just flow out easier. And the Learning Centre modules are on our on your normalherbalife.com.au page. And at the top, it's actually like a tab on the top, Learning Centre modules. Oh,
okay, thank you.
Center. I'll have to find it again. Anyway, it's up there somewhere. Awesome. All right, Carly, come on in. How did you go? Did you get a chance to look through the social media booklet and things like that?
Yes, I did. I did. So I've done the social media booklet. I've added to my COI list.
Awesome.
I've just updated my dream board, and I've nearly finished the Learning Centre modules.
Oh, cool. That's great. There's some really awesome ones on there, isn't there? Like a lot of info.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Have you been practicing your story with anyone, or just in like writing it down or something?
I've been writing it down and just reading it to myself. Yeah.
It's good to say actually like out loud. Like you might look weird if someone walks past, but talk to yourself in the mirror or something. Yes. If the words flow out easy, it's better when you're speaking to other people. Leslie, do you want to come in and just share if you've got anything done at all?
practicing stories, that's still something that I need to perfect in regards to being concise, because I tend to talk too much when I'm telling my story. And actually putting it out on social media has been quite good, but Sandy did remind me that I need to put, and that's me not actually reading that social media part of it, of putting in the typical results may vary, because I've got to put that part in, but I need to remember to do that every time. Learning center modules, I haven't hopped on that yet.
That's all right.
So no, I'm keen to do that definitely, because that's going to help. Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, awesome. Just one thing with the learning center modules, like I wasn't really aware of, like when you're working overseas, how it all works. So there's a whole module on that, which is fantastic. So it gives you a bit of clarity of, because I know you've got family members overseas and stuff. So it's really great.
Yeah.
I think the first module is actually that. So really
wow,
awesome info just to get you clear on how it all works. So great.
So definitely hop onto that then. Awesome. Thanks.
Okay. Oh, Sam's jumped on. Hey Sam, how you going? Did I miss you before?
Hang on. I'm on Leslie's. I'm at Leslie's.
Awesome.
But I only just jumped on. I actually have been really not very good with this coach call, because I found if I'm busy on the Tuesday morning that I'm not listening to the recording.
Yeah. Oh, you there? Dropped out. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Awesome. All right. So, Sandy, you come on in and save me. Sandy, you there? All right, so we'll keep going, moving along. Awesome. Okay, so on today, we're going to talk about following up with clients, obstacles that you can face with clients, and also referrals. Okay. Yeah, Sam, I dropped out too, so it's all good. Internet, rainy days, awesome, eh? Follow up. All right, so computer. All right, so Herbalife is built on a coach to client relationship. The care, help, effort, and follow-up from coaches is what sets us apart from the products that are available on the supermarket shelves. So like Amanda, you said your friend's doctor or whatever, her nutritionist or whatever she said, was talking to her about the Opti Fast or whatever shakes. The difference is what we provide. So as Herbalife health coaches, we actually have that relationship and one-on-one contact with our clients. So that's what sets us apart. Other than the amazing science behind the products, they get that one-on-one care and follow-up. So the fortune is in the follow-up, as they always say. So one satisfied customer can bring in so many referrals, which we'll talk about later on. So that's your follow up on your clients is like one of the main things that you can do to build a sustainable business. Okay, so when and how do we follow up our clients? What do we say to our clients during our follow up? All right, so day one follow up questions. So this is great when you got your first people to start. Your people are starting out first day. So on day one, you ask things like, how did the shake smoothie taste? So I like to do this like that night, obviously, so they've had their shakes already. And try and ask questions that actually have to answer with a proper sentence, not just yes or no. Yes. What did you mix it with? So ask them like what things were in their shake. How many sets of tablets did you have so far? So that's something people often miss out, their actual tablets. They'll take like the one set in the morning and that's it. So getting them to stick to being consistent, taking their tablets throughout the day is really, really key for, you know, the maximum results and feeling absolutely amazing. Any questions or anything that you're not clear on? So it's great to be really open and really show that you're there for no matter what, anything they want to ask you, that they can ask you. I had some pretty good questions from one of my clients the other day, and I was just like, just ask it. I'm here. Just go ahead. And they feel, when they trust you like that, it's fantastic because they'll open up about anything, which is great. You know, if you can nip the problems in the bud straight away, you know, then there's like better chance that they get better results. Okay, day 4 follow-up questions. So we follow up on day 1, day 4. These are actual like proper follow-up. I always message almost every day, just go, how you going? Something basic, especially for the first few like weeks. I like to just make sure people are very comfortable, especially if I'm not going to see them on a regular basis. So day 4 follow-up questions. How are you enjoying your smoothies? How is your energy? So a lot of people by day 3 or 4, their energy has started to improve. Not everyone, but a lot have. So yes. How's your appetite? So keeping track of that, they're not absolutely starving, because if they are feeling like that, they're likely to give up quicker. So just keeping an eye on their appetite level. And have you noticed any little changes? So it can be all sorts of things, but yeah, sometimes they're good changes, sometimes they're not so good changes. So just keeping a track of those. And then, you know, if there are not so good changes, then having some stories that you've heard, you know, from other health coaches, or, you know, being on online calls and stuff that are relevant, you know, and just helping them and pushing them further and keeping them on track. And, you know, just remembering that 3, 2, 1, just cut back. So really explaining that regularly, like every couple of days, you know, it's just 3, 2, 1, just cut back, just so it's simple. Because if it seems too complicated, they're going to give up. Okay, day 7 follow up. So this is after our first week. If you're, you know, if you're actually going to go and do weigh-ins, obviously that's a bit easier, but if you're not, you're on the phone to them, you're messaging them or whatever. So you repeat all those questions again, and that's just that continuous thing of, you know, being always following up, always making sure they're comfortable, they've got no issues. If you can meet with them, it's great to do as well, to that one-on-one, you know, actually talking directly to people. Day 10 follow-up is just the same, repeating over and over again. Okay, so there's no, like, you can't ask them too many times how good their shake was, because they're not going to go, oh my God, stop asking me that question, because it's just a basic question. That's what you're there helping them to achieve. So, and then we just continue that repeating. I try to do after 2 weeks, like a sort of only, like I'll message them generally information, or, you know, asking how they're going. I won't just go, how was your smoothie today? Like, I can't do that every day, but just that repeating, like seeing how they are, what's happening in their general life. So a lot of people will go, well, I actually went for a walk, and they, you know, there's so many other changes happening. It's really great to hear all those different things that happen. And then you'll start saying, okay, so who has noticed changes in you? So that's what will happen in the first few weeks. Some people will actually notice changes in other people, because they're either their mood will change, or they're, you know, a little bit more outgoing. A lot of my, like, I seem to deal with a lot of mothers as clients, so they're like, oh, I'm waking up fresher, and I'm like getting up earlier and things like that. So their partners start noticing their changes and things like that. And then you start looking at planting that seed to reorder. So either reordering as a retail client, or maybe looking at getting them set up as a membership. Only do the membership if they're having some awesome results. If they're ringing you and saying they feel awful and whatever, don't put that out there. Just continue on with their retail until they, you know, feeling absolutely amazing. Because some people take a little bit longer to feel, you know, good, depending on, you know, how poor a health they had in the first place. Okay, so day 28, what's that, 4 weeks in, repeat all that stuff. And now assume the reorder. So what flavour would you like to try this month? Okay, so just really be to the point. Don't like go, oh, are you going to reorder? Just say, like, what flavour are you going to order? And like give them recipes for different flavours and things like that. I love to actually start people on 2 different flavours to start with, just so they've got that versatility straight away. Because to me, 4 weeks of the same flavours, like, I don't know, that repeat just, I don't know, I like that versatility that's comes with the program. Okay. The key point to all is follow up. Is always find that positive and celebrate every little success with your clients. So some people will actually, like I find some people don't lose the weight, but their centimeters will be like epic, like loss. It's crazy. And then some people lose bulk weight, but their centimeters don't change. So any positives that come out of it, just celebrate everything you can. We have awesome client pages that we can post up and celebrate all the little losses, and makes people feel a little bit special. That you're you're so proud of them. It's great to just help them along, and yeah, I love that part of the whole Herbalife family. So that's fantastic. Has anyone got anything they use on follow up, like more of like a guide, like how do they track their follow up? I don't know if I'll just see if someone put their hand up. I was thinking maybe Sandy, how she does tracks her follow up. Are you on there, Sandy? Sandy.
I am, Carla. Sorry, I've just got a client, love. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll meet you again. All right. Has anyone else got a way that they track their follow up, as in like they might have a book, like a folder or something that's got day 1, day 3, day 7, or whatever like that? Or if they haven't, maybe that's something we can start implementing. Going to put your hand up. Oh, yep. Okay, Amanda.
Hey, because I've only just started.
Yeah.
I'm really tongue tied today. I printed out I can take a photo of it and I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Just for the people that are my clients. I've just put their name and then what date it is, because I do every Wednesday is like weigh-in and measurement day.
Yeah.
So I just put the date and then what their weight is, and then all of whatever centimeters and all the rest of it. I do have to work on that a little bit better to do the day 1, day 4, all of that kind of stuff that is coming. But I don't actually have, apart from my mum and my sister, the other people that I sort of have, they've kind of dropped off just because they won't answer me as to why. So but I will start getting into doing on the specific days doing that. So my mum and my sister are basically my guinea pigs for this.
Awesome. So I like to hear, get those guinea pigs working. So if you've got something, if you have it organized, it's better. So when you do start getting more clients, once you start getting we talk about get 20, keep 20. When you got 20 going at once, you really need to be organized. So if you've got that folder in, because sometimes you just forget that, I'm supposed to follow them up today, and if they get used to that follow-up pattern and you don't do it that day, they go, oh, well, why didn't you ring me? Or no,
I'm definitely going to start doing it properly.
Awesome. All right, so Sam, how have you approached that tracking?
Hey, how you going?
Good.
So basically I set alarms in my phone so I know when to follow up on those days,
awesome.
as well as having a sheet of paper. But I created a group chat, so then everyone's really supporting each other, and I'm able to access one question accesses all my clients at the one time rather than individually text messaging, and it creates a support network with them building each other up and stuff as well. So,
awesome. Yeah. Do you actually have a day that you weigh in or something, or?
Not yet, because I don't I've got just all my clients are in that first month sort of thing. But what I'm going to do is the first month I'll be, if they're in Cairns, I'll be going, so it's day 1, I'm there with them. Day 4, I go and do their weigh-in. Then it's the weekly weigh-in after that. And after a month, I'll be teaching them how to do their measurements. And if I'm going to get them to weigh in themselves or come to me. So it'll be a month of full on. And then if they want to come to the Fit Club or whatever, then because once you start getting a lot of clients, you're not going to be able to be running around after everyone. And that's the way I'm thinking about it. What measures can I put into place early on, and that's going to have that ripple effect of, when I get a really good client base and team.
That's exactly right. So then when you do have a lot of clients, you're very specific, like I'm going to come on these days, and then from then on, this is what's going to happen. And if they're aware of that, it's way better from the start. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the clients aren't expecting you, you know, if they're not aware that you're not going to be there every, you know, they're going to come to you every month, you know. So I think it's better to let them know in the beginning. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So Elizabeth, do you want to share? You said I can share. How are you going with the follow-up, Elizabeth?
I've only really got one client at the moment, so
that's good. It's a great start. So you can from the start do it right, and then you know when you get like more and more
practice. But I do have a system that I've used in the past in this sort of similar situation, and it's really worked well, which is the index box. When you have your client, you actually write them down on a card, and you can move that card throughout the month, and every day you just go to your box and go, okay, what's my jobs for today, and it'll show you.
Oh, cool.
I've sent the picture in to the to
the chat. Yeah, so if anyone's got any different ideas, put it in the chat, and you know, someone else might go, oh, that sounds like it would really suit me. So everyone's obviously business is going to be different.
I'm visual, so I need to have like tangible
cards.
In my phone, it's just a way. I need to actually have it being something that I can touch and feel. So to be able to get those cards out and go, okay, these are the people that I've got to contact today, this is what I'm doing, and then once you've contacted, you move that card then into the next slot.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, so now it just she's been a bit slack. Great. But yeah, we have, because Cheryl's in my team, so we have a Wednesday weigh-in group. So anyone that's been on a program for a little bit of time, we put them in the Wednesday weigh-in group, and they just send in their just a photo of the scales on the Wednesday, and it's people are keeping accountable, and you know, everyone else is encouraging and stuff like that. So that's really awesome to do. But when you got your initial clients straight up, obviously you need to be a bit more on, like, messaging them privately for the first few weeks. So yes. All right. So now we're going to look at troubleshooting. So there's always going to be. Oh, I've gone wrong the wrong way. Click. All right. Okay, so troubleshooting can be not losing weight. So there's different responses you can say to people. You can say it however you like, but it's very common for things to happen regularly with people. So if you're not losing weight, so in a response, a 7 to 10 day weight plateau is normal for some people at various stages of weight loss. So this happens very regularly. So if you've got a big amount of weight to lose, so if you've got like 40 or 50 kilos to lose, you'll have known this yourself. So you'll lose weight and then you'll stop for about a week or a bit, and then it'll happen again. And it is quite, like, what do you call it, annoying. But all that it is your body resetting. So it's a good thing for your body to do. But if you're aware of that and you can explain that to your clients, then, you know, that's fantastic. So I know people that have had bigger weight loss, smaller weight loss, they mightn't have had those plateau days as much as myself. But yeah, it's great to tell people about. If it goes any longer than, you know, that 7 to 10 days, there's other things that might be a problem. So things that need to be covered are you using the products exactly as you're supposed to? Most people say they are. Are they cheating too much? So things that, so we'll just go through, click these out. Oh, no, go back. So solutions, go back to the start, keep it simple, 3, 2, 1, just cutting back your main meal. Make sure they're not having lots of pastas and white rice and things like that. And it works every time. I don't know anyone that's fully followed that program like that and doesn't lose weight. They're usually cheating, or they're, you know, missing products, or they're not taking, you know, their supplements and things like that. So 3, 2, 1, it should work exactly. Okay. So other troubleshooting, so ask them these questions. How many times per day are you taking your tablets? That's really key that you're taking, like, your multivitamins when you need to, because some vitamins are water soluble, so you need, you know, obviously when you're peeing, you're flushing out some of that vitamin, so you need to be taking them as recommended. How many shakes, smoothies are you having a day? some people do the whole, I think it might say this, yeah. So Saturdays and Sundays, they don't like follow their program on the weekend. So they've gone all week, smashed their program, and then they let themselves down on that weekends. And that's enough, because I know personally that's enough for all the results you've had during the week to be destroyed. Well, not so much destroyed, but yeah, ruined, whatever the word is. Big catastrophe. Anyway, make sure they're using the products exactly. Okay, so I get a lot of people that want to spread the shake out further, so they'll only have one scoop. And trying to explain to them that's not enough protein and things like that is just pointless. I'll just say, well, you're not taking the products properly. You need to be taking 2 to 3 scoops at least, and then explaining the rest of it. If they're taking the products and not losing weight, and they're taking in too many calories, it's pretty simple. So the basic science is energy in, energy out. So if they're taking in too much energy and not expelling enough energy out, then they're not going to lose weight. They can gain weight, or they'll just remain that same weight. Okay, 4 areas to check. Putting too much in their shake. So if you're putting ridiculous amounts of fruit or something in, then obviously your sugar level for the day, then therefore your calorie intake will be higher. I've had a few people put full cream milk. I don't know how they think that's a good way to lose weight, but yeah, so they've got full cream milk, they've got too much fruit, things like that. So just check what they're putting in their shake. Not cutting back on main meals, so still eating that bigger portion, as in, because they haven't spaced out their food during the day, so they're starving at night time and then just, eating that big portion in their main meal, or snacking too much. Sometimes it's snacking too much or not snacking right as well. So I get a lot of, so people go, oh, I have some almonds and things like that, but then their portion of almonds obviously is way bigger than it should be. So, that's excess calories there. Or snacking, I like people that have a protein portion in their snacking. So they're having like 2 pieces of fruit or something, and it's just, too high in sugar, not enough protein for their bodies to, stop them from eating. Other things like this. So what are they drinking? So people don't consider their calories in their drinks as well. So juices, fizzy drinks, alcohol, sports drinks, and things like that. So that's all included in your calorie intake for the day. But, like you might think that's fairly obvious, but some people they're not really aware, or they choose not to be aware. Okay, so other things that can be troubleshooting. Dietary body changes. They are rare, but they in affect up to probably about 5% of people. So that's like that detox process. Oops, scroll there. So some people will get, they'll feel a bit nauseous, or they might get some rashes, or they can get actually like almost like flu-like symptoms. For that real 5% of people, it can be not very pleasant. Never talk about it when you're setting up someone, because you're almost going to like talk them into having a detox effect. Okay, so just don't bring it up until an issue arises. But be ready when it does arise, okay? I know I've lost a client because I wasn't on track. Like she said, oh, she felt nauseous and stuff, and I was sort of like, oh, I haven't heard that before, and that was like the worst thing I could have said possible. Whereas if I said, oh yeah, that's very common, and just, said that was fine, that's your body working, this was early on, so I wasn't really up to speed of what I should have said. That would have got her kept going. You just got to push through that little bit of uncomfortableness to get to the awesomeness at the end. Okay, so possible symptoms. I've said some of these. So nausea, like headaches, wind, tiredness and lethargic limbs, mild diarrhea. Sounds fantastic. So this is why we don't tell people at the start. Temporary constipation. All right, so all that is a dull headache, rash, and please note that the products cannot and will not cause any of these. It is actually that change in eating habits. It's a total temporary situation, and it's your body just readjusting to your new eating plan. So your response to these should be fantastic. If this is from your Herbalife, regime, that is great. This means your program is working, and I understand what is happening. So if you can be there and really saying, yes, I totally get what's happening, I think they'll feel that more support and realize it's okay. It's not going to kill them. Awesome. Okay, so there is a great little article on Nutrition 101 Hub. I think it's called Dietary Changes or Water Changes or something like that. And it explains that detox process. But don't hand that out unless someone's actually said there's an issue. One, a simple change in eating habits that will settle down of its own accord. So that's something you can say. So it's like getting a headache from giving up your coffee or your soft drinks or whatever like that. Or just sugar you get a headache from. Detoxification, that will also settle down of its own accord. Both of these things are good for you for your long-term health. Okay, how to alleviate these symptoms. So for you as the coach, you do great follow-up. Just keep on them, make sure they're okay. Most people that are on herbal aloe, if they can increase that aloe, that should stop the problems. And most people, if they're started out on that ultimate program, they won't get their problems at all. Okay, and drinking that water. So making sure they're having enough water every day to flush out the toxins. If they're not flushing out the toxins, they're going to get those headaches and they're just going to not feel fantastic. Because with the Herbalife products, they're going to start cleansing your body. If you're not drinking the water to flush out that toxin, you're just not going to feel fantastic. So really focus on water, 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 and just keep going. So persisting with the program beyond the time of the symptoms is your best bet. So any problems, I usually say water, increase your water, how much water you're having. So that's my constant question for most of my clients, even to myself now. Like if I'm not feeling fantastic for the day, I'm like, how much water have I had? And to be honest, some days you don't have enough water and you can feel it. Okay, so just remind them and be like, really remember, Vibrant Health is waiting at the end of consistent, persistent product use. Okay, so when they're feeling lousy, remind them how you feel now after you've took your program for a while, and then they'll push through and keep going. Obstacles and objections. I love this one. So awesome. So regardless of objections people may have about Herbalife products or the brand, it is always important to leave people in no doubt of your intentions. So we're health coaches. We're here to help people feel the best they can. We're not here to be salesy and just sell products and make money. It's not how it is. We are here to genuinely help people. So the only reason I do this business is because I'm helping people and I want people to feel as good as I feel. So, and feel like get the changes I've had as well. So really make that the first thing you talk to people about. Okay, so Herbalife products are awesome, but you're there to help them. So really reiterate that. Leave people with their dignity intact. Okay, awesome. Golden rule with objections. Seek first to understand and then be understood. So really listen to what they're saying, and then, then explain your side of things. Listen to people are objecting about and reflect their concerns. To help build rapport and disarm people, it's better to practice being interested rather than being interesting. Oh, I said that last night. So, really listen to them. Obviously, you don't want to have an argument with about how awesome Herbalife is. Like, it's their opinion, that's fantastic. And you just go, oh, cool, I don't know about that. All I know is I feel fantastic. I've had these awesome results. You don't have to like talk people into the products, okay? It doesn't work like that. If they really want to be using them, they will use them. Most objections can be appeased with testimonials. So like I said, learning other people's stories and stuff is really, really important. So obviously your story mightn't always resonate with that person you're speaking with, but they might only have to lose 8 kilos, so you can have an amazing story. Like I can say, oh well, I know one of my friends, Leisha, she's lost 8 kilos, kept it off, and rah rah. So if it resonates with them, like there's no point in me talking to someone who wants to lose 5 kilos and I go, oh well, I've lost 38, and they're like, oh, that's fantastic. But some people don't respond to that. I'm not sure about that, but testimonial. So just say any objections you go, I'm not sure about that, and you just explain what you know. Is it important to know your own story, but also to learn a few others, like I said. So, for each potential client, you've got a different story. So everyone's got different issues. So they might be just on the program to feel better, or they want to fix their IBS or something basic like that. It mightn't be weight loss, it might be weight gain. So make sure you've got a story for all potential customers. Objections about the products. It's too expensive. So things you can say is like, it can seem that way in the beginning, or you can be like, yeah, I totally understand. That's how I felt as well. So sort of agree with them and then talk them around. However, the nutrition programs can be tailored according to your budget and health goals. So if I have a client that has a set budget they can only afford, I will just get the products that will be, like, I think more beneficial to them. And then we go through, obviously, from what they can afford and not afford. So it's better for them to be on something rather than nothing. And most people find after being on the products for a while, so this is what I found too, is that it's quite easy to budget for you, as you're not feeling the need to spend money on things like other coffee or junk food or, you know, takeaways and things like that. So you're actually almost saving money. So, and you're feeling amazing at the same time. So the initial like money outlay, the expensive, they say, oh, it's too expensive. In the long run, it's not actually that expensive. Okay, so this is what you were talking, oh, it wasn't, Amanda was talking about the different shakes that people talk about. And I've had a few of these comments as well. Isn't it like that other shake stuff, Amway or Isogenics? And all you can say is, I'm not sure about that. Like, if you have not tried any of those products or whatever, and don't bag them out ever, you say, I'm not sure about that, but what I do know is, and then you can say your results, how good you feel, and, you know, do you want to feel like I feel, something like that. Any partner objections, as in like your husband's or things like that. All I know is that it's safe and gets results. Do you want me to get results? Don't you? Don't. Oh, you want me to get results? I don't even know what it says. Oh, yeah, to your partner. That makes sense now. So yeah, it's safe. It gets results. If you're talking to someone that's got results and you can explain that to them, like, then, you know, they can, you know, talk to their partner about it and say, oh, but my friend did this and this and that. And you know what? In the long run, it's up to them to make that decision. Okay, I don't like taking supplements. I can't remember to take all those supplements. So there's plenty of excuses people can come up with, but just always having a solution to that problem. No problem. So mate, I suggest crushing up or putting them in your shake, or actually swallowing them with your shake. So that's what I do. I just make sure my tablet box is always on the table, have my shake, and I have it with my shake morning and lunch. So yeah, that's like I said, no problem. Try and think of it like this. Whenever you have a shake, take your sups. It's not complicated. They can do it. It's just another excuse until they change their mindset and start feeling amazing. These little problems and excuses will just come up just in the first few weeks. And then once they get over that and they start feeling good, you know, you'll get through all those little obstacles. I don't like the taste of the shake. So that usually means they haven't even bothered trying a different recipe or things like that. No problem. There are 5 flavors to choose from. And you can also mix it up by adding fruits to different flavors. There's plenty of recipe books. So there's no reason why someone is not going to like the shake. You can also add it to things like yogurt, and there's all different ways to have it. It's just another excuse for people to use. So you can make healthy treats. There's different masterclass sessions available. There's actually, I think there's a Facebook page, Herbie Masterclass. Yes. Up in Cairns, we have masterclass on Thursday. I'm sure in other cities around there is different classes that you can look at going to as well. So if you've got a local lifestyle centre, they usually have a class as well, or you can just do your own little videos. I've seen a few people on like Nutrition Hub, like they'll make an awesome shake and then they'll do, like, the next day they'll actually do it and put it on Nutrition Hub just to show people different, you know, things. So if you're in a rural area and you can't get to all the different events, then obviously the internet is your best friend. So if you've got a few people that, you know, aren't enjoying their shakes, just, you know, show them how awesome they can be. Put up different recipes. You know, there's so many different ways you can take the formula powder, so that you don't have to necessarily have a shake. Okay, so any concern about body functions, i.e. headaches, feeling nauseated, bowel movement changes, can always be replied with a positive diffusion. And that positive diffusion is always, no problem, drink some more water. Okay, so, and also things like, that's great, fantastic, awesome. It means it's working, just push through and have more water, water, water. Okay, so most problems are to do with your water intake. So just personally, I think that's the main problem. If I ever have a problem, it's because I haven't had enough water. So that's usually your answer for most things. Okay, referrals. Oh, look at that little girl's beautiful eyes. Okay, referrals are the lifeblood of any business. Okay, so if you've given awesome follow-up, then, you know, referrals will actually come easily. So here are a few examples of how to ask your clients for referrals. What results do I have to get you before you would recommend me to your family and friends? I personally probably wouldn't say that, but that if you're forward enough to say something like that, that's awesome. Because then you're like, I'm here to help you definitely get that result, and then we're going to get your friends and family that result. So that's a really great one. It's a strong statement. Really like it. I just not confident enough to say that personally. Is there anyone you can think of that would also be interested in getting a wellness evaluation? That's something I use pretty regularly. So if I've got doing a wellness with someone, and I'll say, oh, so you got any family or friends that would want to do this wellness? And they'll either say yes or no, or even if they say no right now, then they might, you know, if they start on a program, they might think about it later on, referring others on to you. So always put it out there, looking for referrals. Don't be pushy in any way, but just putting it out there. Do you think any of your family and friends would be interested in joining you on your weight loss or wellness journey? So some people like to do it together. It's great to get a husband and wife duo doing it together. It's fantastic. Or, you know, sisters or friends or whatever. Then they sort of help push each other along. So it's a great way to get referrals. Do you know anyone who'd be interested in a 3-day trial pack? So that's a handy one because it's only $25. It just gets some kick started. You can get some amazing results from the 3-day trial pack. And it's just like a simple tool. Have you any friends that would be interested in joining you down at a fit club? I find that one's the easiest because it's like a free fit club. People are coming along and they get that community feel and just really like being part of that positive environment. So it's a fantastic one to do if you've got fit clubs around you. And remember these things when asking for referrals. Make sure your client is comfortable giving you the referrals. Like you're not forcing them out of them. Don't treat your client any differently if they don't give you referrals. You know, if they give you no one and then they give you 10, they're like not a better client or whatever. You just got to treat everyone the same. Don't constantly be asking for referrals or you'll come across as salesy. So it'll be like you're only interested in the sale of the products, not actually helping that person. So obviously you want to put it out there that you want to help more people, but don't continuously ask. Okay, the more comfortable a client is with you and the better the results they get, the more likely they are to refer people to you. So if you've got someone who's having not fantastic results and they're making up all these excuses and complaining, I probably wouldn't ask for referrals until they got on their program, a smash and results, then, you know, they'll be more comfortable to refer you on. Okay, so, that was quick. All right, straight to the end. I was going to say I'm running out of time. So not so much homework, but this is just something I want you to look at implementing on a daily basis. Looking at a way to track your follow-up. So like I was talking about, we asked a few people how they follow up. So maybe setting up a folder. I think Elizabeth is going to do a photo of what she does, and Amanda said she was going to take a photo of her little thing. So you can have a folder. You could actually have it like so each month, and you have each day of the month. I've seen people do those ones, and you just write like a name of each person that you need to follow up on those days. You can have the calendar reminder in your phone. So just like I think Sam said, she just sets that in her phone and just would send her a message saying, all right, you need to follow up that person on that day. As you get further along, you're going to get more and more and more people. So you really need to be organized that you can track your follow-up. So if you can set it up now, it's the best way to do it now. So if you've only got 2 or 3 clients, and then you'll see how that flows and see if that works for you. And then as you get more and more, then you can obviously, it'll work, it'll get harder and harder to organize it. But if you've got it on track straight away, then you know what you're doing. Start collecting stories. So we hear people telling their stories on either like nutrition calls or health coach calls or at your STS, things like that. So start writing some stories down, making sure you have a story for all different occasions, finding some before and afters of people, so a lot of people are happy to share. If you've seen it on Facebook or something, you go, oh, could I please use your photos? Most people will say yes, and and just have them. Either you can have like an album in your phone, or actually I have an actual physical folder. So when I'm doing my wellnesses, I actually pull it out so they can flick through. Even if I'm in the middle of writing something or something, they can look through the folder while I'm doing other things. Either way you want to do it, just start collecting. The more and more you get, the better it is to show how like the differences in people in all walks of life. So there's I've got a few that were like weight gain ones that people like to see. I've got some big weight losses, some small weight losses, some toning up, all just different little before and afters is great. So start collecting all those. And for the next week, I want you to start really implementing that referral system. So asking, like, don't be fully like, where's your referrals? But, just mentioning it, like, got a new client starting out, so, oh, would anyone else be interested in your family or something, losing weight with you? So just being aware and actually having that sitting, like, so you're conscious that you're going to ask each time. So everyone you come in contact with, that you're doing your wellness with, or just general, maybe clients you already have, asking for that referrals. And practicing it, so then it becomes natural every time you have a wellness or you're in discussions with someone. It just becomes a natural process. So not so much like full-on homework, but just doing those things. And this is like teaching you for that regular basis. So it's going to be like a weekly thing. You're going to keep doing that forever. So just starting that process out. And yeah, awesome. So any questions or anything before we head off? I know it's 10:30 now. No. Oh, any hands? Awesome. All right, thank you guys. Sorry for any little technical issues at the start, but that's technology for you. Okay, hopefully you'll enjoy the recording, guys, and I'll see if I can get that all sorted. Okay, thank you very much. See you later.